Hey everyone, it's me David, back with another LEGO Star Wars 2014 Summer Set review. Guys, this time we have the Mos Eisley Cantina set. It's ages 8 to 14, it's number 75052. Contains 615 pieces, and it's going to retail for $70 US. It's got 8 minifigures, all of which, or at least just about all of them, are brand new to the set. They have been remade, but new versions of them. And I must say, this is probably one of the best sets for minifigures out of this wave. It is a remake of a set that came out back in 2002, 2004, around that time. But it is probably one of the better remakes I've seen in a while. Still some flaws, but without ado, guys, let's get into these awesome minifigures that you get with the set. First off is Grito, and we have not gotten him. Pretty sure we have not gotten him since that last set in 2002 or 2004, whenever that date was. So here's his head. Very awesome eye prints. You can see a little extra printing right there on his eyes. It gives a nice little effect. And he's got this really bright light blue. Belt printing. He's got these sand green hands. Some back printing as well. And of course, he comes with a blaster. So this is the new version of Grito. Very cool figure, exclusive to this set. Next, of course, is Han Solo. He's not a new version, but I think he is still kind of new because he's only been in one. In this version, he's only been in one other set that I'm aware of, maybe one more. But this new version of him has not been seen in many sets. It's very nice looking. It's got a double-sided head. And he does have back printing as well. Very cool. He's got a blaster as well. Another exclusive minifigure that we haven't gotten in a while is Ben Kenobi. Not Obi-Wan Kenobi, but Ben Kenobi. Which is really awesome. We did not get this figure in the new UCS Sandcrawler set, so the fact that we got him in this set is really great, so you can really complete the Sandcrawler now if you got that set. Show off his face. Really got that Alice Guinness look to him. No double-sided printing on the face. And then here's the torso printing and leg printing. A little bit of printing on the back. Gotta have that hood. I like how they included that. He's got his blue lightsaber. And he definitely looks really like the Alice Guinness character from Episode 4 Star Wars. Next we have Luke Skywalker, and this is a new version of him. He looks very similar to the one that we got in the UCS Sandcrawler, but apparently he is indeed different. Blue lightsaber, and he's got his binoculars for his sand speeder. And probably one of these are the figures of the reason of getting this set, is the Bith musicians. That is I guess their race is Bith. These guys are so cool. I've always wanted them. Ever since I watched Star Wars as a kid, these guys were just like, wow, I wish I had that as a LEGO figure. Finally, after all these years, we got these musician dudes. They are just really well known for that Cantina song, and so it's really great that we got this minifigure, and is going to be the reason why I recommend the set, is because of these guys alone. They all have a musical instrument, but I'll show you their very cool printed head. It's hard plastic, by the way. It's not the soft plastic or anything. It's very hard, just as hard as the regular minifigure torsos are and stuff like that. Really cool detailing on them. Really great sculpt. I really like the look. Lego did a great job capturing the look of these guys. And then they have some torso printing and some back torso printing. No leg printing. And this guy has this type of instrument, musical instrument. And this guy has, they're all the same, exactly the same, there's no difference. This guy has this musical instrument, and this guy right here has this musical instrument. And that is the musicians. Now, the only thing I really wish they did was include 4 of them, because there's always, it's a 4 band type of thing. You see 4 of them together in the scene, so I really don't like the fact that they only gave you 3, so it's kind of like them saying, oh, go buy another set if you want another one to complete your collection fully, but I can just buy one off eBay. But that is a trick thing Lego did. I wish they included 4, but you know, can't do what you can't do. Now, before I show you the Stormtrooper, the Sand Stormtrooper, or Sand Trooper is what the box says, I want to show you the dewback with him on, because just want to get, I would consider him maybe a minifigure. I mean, it's an exclusive mold for this set only, so you know, it's an animal minifigure. So anyhow, the only feature about him is his mouth opens and you can break his jaw off if you want to. It's just wonderful. But anyhow, so you can you know, you can eat your finger off or something like that, or you can swallow Han Solo or something, like nom nom nom. But anyhow, enough jokes aside, there's some great printing on him. Some printing right here and here along the tail. That's what it looks like underneath. Top view. And here is what the Sand Trooper looks like on him. So you can see how this is attached to his hand right there. And you see there's a place for the Sand Trooper's weapon. And yeah, so without ado, we'll go ahead and take off. Take off that. And that just comes up like that. That back on. Take this weapon off. Put him there. And then this, what we can do is just turn that sideways and attach that like that. It doesn't really say to do that, but I'm just going to do that. Anyhow, guys, so then you can take his backpack and you can just pop that on like so. So this is what the Sand Trooper, or Sand Trooper looks like. Sand Stormtrooper is what I was trying to say. There we go. Anyhow, so really awesome printing on the helmet. I'll go ahead and take this off. Again, they put clone faces for all the Stormtroopers. I don't know why, but that just is the case. Anyhow, here's the awesome printing on his helmet. Kind of shadow it so you can see it on camera. So there's that. Looks really great. Love the printing. And then here's the actual Sand Trooper. There's the body printing and the leg printing. And then I'm going to go ahead and take him apart. Now you can also notice that he had his pauldron. I'll show you that separately. That's what that looks like. And here he is, blank body. And this is the back printing. And yeah, so that is going to be our Sand Trooper, or Sand Stormtrooper. So very cool minifigure, really like him. He's great. Very, very cool. And he has been made he's been made once, one other time, with this type of printing, you know, with the Sand Trooper printing, like so. And so this is a new version, so I'm surprised they didn't just use the last minifigure. Instead, they created an entire new one. This one is like really, really accurate, and he looks really great. So yeah, that is all of the minifigures for this set. Like I said, very cool, including the dewback. That's a total of 9 minifigures right there. That's really awesome. Now, just considering the minifigures alone, there's still 8. Now, 615 pieces for a $70 set. Not there, but for the amount of exclusive minifigures for this set, I think it's definitely going to be worth the buy by far. Especially if you're a fan of episode 4 just in general, because, you know, it's the very first Star Wars. The Cantina scene was such an iconic scene because it introduced all the alien species that we come to know of Star Wars today. So it's a very iconic scene, and a lot of Star Wars fans can always recognize this Cantina scene at any given moment. So this is a very, very classic moment of Star Wars history. So very cool. Moving on, we're just going to go and show the new Sand Speeder. Now, we got this as a set a couple of years ago. I think it was either 2011, 2010. We got this set alone. But now that it's been redone, and this version is a bit longer. That's the only difference, as well as a whole different color scheme, which looks great. We have this kind of like a peaches orange color, I guess you could say, that I have not really seen in plates like this before. So this might be a new color for plates and whatnot. So very cool. This just comes off like that. Just 2 plates like that. And then this right here is where, of course, Luke is the one who drives the Sand Speeder a lot. And what you can do is you can take Luke's binoculars and his lightsaber, and we can just fit that in here. Or so the box says. Probably, yeah, you have to split the lightsaber up and then do that. Alright, and then we'll just put Luke in the speeder. Like that. We should have probably gotten R2-D2 and C-3PO for this scene, but technically speaking, they kind of went off on their own little mission because the bar didn't accept them, so I can understand why they're not in this set. There's some sticker details right here, and this is all sticker detailing right here and here, and here as well. More sticker detailing. That's what it looks like from the back. Underneath. And yeah, kind of cool little plate right here. Little windshield thing going on here. You can definitely fit some minifigures in here. You can put a minifigure right here as well as here. So we can put C-3PO here, Ben Kenobi there, put R2-D2 on the back. So they did make room for that, so I like that too. Very cool. Alright, so now we're going to get on to the Cantina itself, which is the big part of this set. So we're just going to move everything off. Oh, something I forgot to mention with the dewback. So you get these extra pieces right here. I don't really think it's necessary, but if you want to make some wild dewbacks, then basically all you have to do is lift this entire thing up like that. And now you can just put these on the dewback like so. And then you can take this off if you want to, but I'm not going to. So you can make like a wild do-back if you wanted to. Now, I don't really understand why you would want to do that, because you're going to need to use your brick separator. By the way, it's included in this set. Most of the big sets have the brick separator, because this is it's just not easy to get off. I'll tell you that right now. So you need to use the brick separator to actually like get under here, and you know, it's even a bit of a pain for me right now. You know, so you can see it's not the easiest. So keep the brick separator, everybody, if you get this set, if you're going to do this to the do-back. Just a helpful tip in mind. Moving on to the Cantina. So here's the key feature about the Cantina. It can close up like this. So this is what it looks like in closed up mode. There's no snapping when you put it together. It just closes up, so it's easy, so you can do that. But giving you a full turnaround. Alright, so we'll go ahead and open it up, and I'll show you room by room. So the first thing we have is the bar right here. So very iconic scene. It's got a little sticker cash register right there. Some different liquors right here, or whatever the Star Wars junkies decide to drink. Just a little room right here. I think this is where the band plays. Got some torch lighting in the back. I kind of like that. Very iconic scene where Grito didn't shoot first. In fact, Hans shot first. That's this scene. We'll go ahead and come back to that a little bit later. And in this room, so basically this door right here can lift out like that, so we can take a deeper look into this room. This is the room, I think, that Han and Chewie and Luke and all of them all talk, maybe, or this is just a little, well, first of all, you can tell there's a door right here, obviously. So the door right here is, you know, when the droids hide out in here, you know, they're like knock knock, and they're like, oh, move on to the next one. So that's why that door is there. So it's that type of room. However, because there's no R2-D2 or C-3PO on this set, I really don't know what this room is used for, other than that, for that purpose. And then some more details on the side, very nice looking. And then this like dome thing opens up as well, another way to access the room. The door opens like this. I'll go into detail about that feature a little bit later. It's just some sticker details right there. But yeah, so you can see it works pretty well. On the back, a little trash can here as well. On the back, you'll notice there's this thing right here, and it's sticking out by these pegs, and then there's a big bone right here. So what this does is if you push this inwards, like that, it'll do that. So you can see how that works. Now this part itself, why is there a bone right here? It's for the Mr. Do-back, so you can eat something. Nom nom nom. That's actually what it is for. And then right here is just, this can be detached for playable purposes, but it's kind of like just a weather satellite. I've always thought it was kind of like a weather satellite. I don't really know what it actually is, this like thing right here. But yeah. Alright, so going back to this, so like I said, if you push this inwards, on the back here, it just goes forward like that. So that's what this entire thing kind of looks like when you open it all up. You can do that. So yeah. So we'll do Grito and Han shooting it up in the cantina. Very iconic scene. I like how this kind of comes out, because you don't have to reach inwards right here to get like the band singers and all of them, you know, inside and stuff. So I found that very convenient. Of course, Han shot first. Everybody knows that. So yeah, I got that scene going on. Now, cool minifigure. Would have been great if they included it, was the Bartender. That was a figure we never got. I thought that would have been really cool. Yeah, because you have the bar, you need the famous bartender, who's just a complete a-hole. I'm kidding. But yeah, you know, got a little drink here too, so we can, you know, if Ben Kenobi really wants to get wasted tonight, he can get wasted. And everything. I'm just kidding. Keep it PG-13, everybody. Well, PG. Anyhow, so that feature is pretty cool. So going on to this little room right here, so you can, I don't know, you can have like the stand trooper, like, be like, you know, knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Nobody. Literally. Don't really need to go into more detail about that. And then the door just opens up like that. We can, you know, just do that all we want and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the cantina. I'm sure I'll get the question, hey, can you fit all the minifigures in this little part right here? All 3? Yep. Probably not a 4th though. Probably not. Maybe that's why they didn't include the 4th 5th musician. Just nope. Oh, sorry, buddy. You're just gonna have to sit down like that. There you go. Can't get all of them in there. Yup. So, and then since we don't get a bartender, we can just make Luke Skywalker be the bartender for tonight. So there we go. We got quite the show going on in the cantina, Mos Eisley Cantina. It's very cool. And of course, like I said, this all completely closes up like that. So probably one of the biggest features about the set. And you know, just to show you, this thing does detach like that. Show you a deeper look at this. And yeah. So if we want Mr. Dewback here, he wants his big bone to eat. You can just, well, he doesn't want to eat the bone. Whatever. Anyhow, that's the set, guys. So we'll just go ahead and move on to the box. The box is extremely thin. Extremely thin, but also extremely long, conveniently. So there's the box. Box compared to the set. Box is a lot bigger than the set. I think it had probably around 7 numbered bags. Pretty easy build. Probably one of the easiest builds of this wave. But yeah. So guys, that's really it for the set. It's a very cool set, don't get me wrong. But yeah. Now, another thing is I want to show you on the back of the box. Yeah, there's the Dewback thing. Pretty much everything I went over. All that, the cantina musical scene. Got these two fighting. Dewback and the sand speeder. And you can do different things like this. You know, this is a great example of, you know, turning these things. You can put the bar on that side and that like that. So you can definitely, you don't have to just close it all the way up. You can definitely do that as well if you wanted to. Sand Trooper, very cool minifigure. Ben Kenobi, great minifigure. Very cool. But anyhow, very cool set. Really like it. I am going to recommend it if you're a Star Wars fan. This is really a set to definitely get for sure. There is no doubt about skipping this set. If you watch the original trilogy and you're an original trilogy fan and you love Lego Star Wars, then you really got to have this set. Because everybody knows those musicians right there are very famous. And the other minifigures that you get in the set are great just as well. And, you know, Grito, we haven't gotten him in forever. So it's really cool. Great set. It's a bit overpriced, technically speaking. You know, if we got that Bartender minifigure included, you know, for the 615 pieces for $70, I would have been like, by all God means, get this set. But still, 8 minifigures, including the Dewback mold, which is exclusive to this set. A lot of new colors for this set. Exclusive figures for this set. You know, you can't go wrong. $70 for all of this. It isn't that bad. Now, the cantina, of course, is a bit small. Don't get me wrong. It could have been built better. It could have been more. But for what you get out of this set minifigure wise, I think it's pretty worth it. And the Sand Speeder itself is really cool. Like, excluding the Cantina, the Sand Speeder, Dewback, and all the minifigures you get in it are really just great for this set. The Cantina, of course, could have been improved, and of course, the only minifigure I probably would have wanted, I don't really care for C-3PO and R2-D2 because I literally have 10 of each from collecting all over the years, is the Bartender. I think that would have been a really cool, just pop them in type of figure in this set because, you know, it's just kind of iconic. I thought it was kind of cool if they included that. Alright guys, if you agree with everything I said, or if not, or you just enjoyed the review, if it's informal and all that, then give it a big thumbs up. Can't even get my entire hand in video frame. Anyhow, thumbs up down there, guys, and subscribe because I still got all of the Lego Star Wars 2014 sets to be reviewed. So got all those to do. So definitely subscribe so you can see all of them, guys. That's gonna do it for this set. So in the end result, I say get it if you're a Star Wars fan because the figures are, and the Sand Speeder Dewback, worth it. Cantina, you might not use it if you're not a kid, but it's still, for what you get, it's pretty good. That's pretty much it. That's what I have to say about the set, guys. Definitely get the set when you see it. I don't think you really need to wait to get on this set on sale, but you can always wait if you really don't have the entire $70. But I'm going to say the $70 is worth it for what you get. So not a bad price set. And that's going to do it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in another LEGO Star Wars 2014 Summer Set review. Everybody, you have a great day, and thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.